I'd like to give an example that a justice impacted person should begin thinking about at the very start of the journey. Now, it's never too early and it's never too late to start sowing seeds for a better outcome. My name is Michael Santos. I'm the founder of Prison Professors, and we are always trying to create stories, analogies, content that will help people work towards the best possible outcome if they find themselves in the crosshairs of the criminal justice system. And sometimes it's hard to really understand, well, how can I help myself? Because the first step that somebody does is they hire an attorney. And if it's a non-criminogenic person who doesn't have other friends that have been through the criminal justice system that they could turn to for guidance, they probably have never worked with a criminal defense attorney before, and they really don't have any skill in figuring out, how do I find the right person who can help me? So they typically will go to a website. They will typically just look at an advertisement, talk to somebody. That person will alleviate some of the pain that they're feeling in that moment, and they will hire them without really understanding the journey ahead. But it's super important for every individual to work to really understand the journey ahead. And then to figure out, what kind of plan can I place based on my knowledge of the journey ahead. And if I have that plan, then I can start setting some priorities and figuring out, what do I have to do first? And then they can start building their tools, tactics, and resources that will help them along the way. All of this requires really methodical thinking. The person has to be developing and figuring out, what can I do today to advance the prospects for a higher level of liberty at the soonest possible time? And it's never too early, it's never too late to start. But I would argue that a person who really takes the time to learn about the journey can make better decisions. It doesn't matter what stage of the journey you're in. There's an old Chinese proverb. It says, if you want to know the road ahead, ask somebody who has walked back. So I would encourage somebody, if they're just coming in today, learn everything they can do to prepare, because there are decisions that a person could be making today that will influence opportunities that open a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. But it all should be methodical. And when somebody comes into the system, they don't really see that, because the only thing they can see is, oh my God, I'm facing a criminal charge. It says United States of America versus my name. As they say on television, I'm on the wrong side of the V, because I don't see myself as being a person that should be targeted by the entire United States. The sad thing is that it's hard for many people to realize it doesn't matter what you think. What matters is, how do stakeholders in the system perceive me? And what can I do to start influencing a better outcome? And the sooner somebody understands that, the sooner somebody can start sowing these seeds for something better. And that doesn't matter if somebody hasn't even been charged yet. It doesn't matter if somebody has been charged and they're figuring out, which way am I going to plead? If somebody's getting ready for a pre-sentence investigation, or if somebody's getting ready to surrender to prison, or if somebody is in prison, or somebody's out of prison, there's always a mitigation strategy that a person should be thinking about. And most of our audience at Prison Professors, we communicate with people who are currently in prison. And we want them to remember all the things that they would have done differently at the start of the journey if they had known more. Well, don't repeat that mistake. Start right now sowing seeds so that you could prepare for success on the other side of the journey. So every person really has to be thinking about, what can I do today to position myself for a better outcome tomorrow? And it doesn't matter when the person comes to that realization, the sooner a person does it, the better. And I really recommend people in prison start thinking about it now. That's the reason that we launched this new website, prisonprofessorstalent.com. On this website, we try and show people in society what goes on, what we can do to improve outcomes of the system. We try to build relationships with employers so that they will hire formerly incarcerated people. We try and profile people who are serving sentences and showing how by building an extraordinary and compelling release plan, they can start, sowing seeds for a better outcome. And we profile these people with hopes of encouraging them to continue, but also giving them a tool that they can use to advocate for themselves. That's what I did while I was going through 26 years in prison. And if I go to this section right here, I will be able to show you my biography. You will see that I never ask anybody to do anything that I didn't do. Unfortunately, people in prison, they don't have access to the internet. So I have to try and teach them through just words and text. But today I wrote a workbook in my journal to a letter in my journal that I'm sending to everybody in prison so they can get a better understanding of how their profiles work and what they could be doing today to start sowing seeds for a better outcome. So I'm going to take the time now to read this document. Let me see if I can make it bigger for those who are watching this inside of a prison. But this is today's journal entry from July 25th, 2023. We're excited to announce that our nonprofit, Prison Professors Charitable Corporation, is in the process of developing a workbook for our newly established platform, Prison Professors Talent. We are dedicating extensive resources to make this platform a crucial part of our advocacy efforts, offering both micro and macro benefits. We anticipate sending this book to each recipient of this message, and we hope to complete it by the end of August. On an individual level, Prison Professors Talent allows participants to build a profile that serves as an asset to transform adversaries into advocates. It gives them a space to document their progress and strategies for success upon release, which we encourage to be updated regularly. In a broader sense, Prison Professors Talent is a powerful tool for our advocacy efforts. We aim to profile 10,000 individuals who are productively using their time in confinement to prepare for contributing, law-abiding lives post-release. This will strengthen our push for expanded policy and legislative reforms, specifically for incentives that reward preparation for successful reentry into society. We believe that justice-impacted people that have a place to live, a job, and a well-developed release plan should qualify to finish their sentence on a home confinement or work release type program. Since we cannot send images through the TrueLinks system, which is the computer system that people in prison use, we're sending a PDF letter to each person on our mailing list. The PDF should arrive by next week. It will include a screenshot to show what others see if they visit a profile. The image will show the page structure of each profile, which I'll try to describe below. In the top right, the image you provide, that's where we feature somebody's image. If you don't have an image, the section will be blank. On the top left, we profile the identifying information, such as the person's name, number, location, and sentence length. And then the bio entries. We encourage people to provide a biography that will help people understand who they are. And as they develop their release plan, they should write more bio pages. So they should submit one each month, each quarter, or each year, however, whatever they think is right. And they should always show how they are using their time inside to prepare for success outside. They want to show that they are the CEO of their lives. Journal entries. We encourage participants to document their efforts by journaling. They should show how they are working to prepare for success. They need to describe the classes they're participating in and the goals they're striving to achieve. Each time they send an entry, we will add it to their biography, and people can click and read. Book reports. Each time they read a book, write a book report with these details. They should describe why they chose to read the book, what they learned from reading the book, and how reading the book contributes to their preparations for success upon release. And then finally, their release plans. They should update their release plan continuously, showing that they're not only thinking about success, but they're engineering a pathway that will lead to success. Each time a person sends an entry, we add it to their profile. People can click and read. You will also develop a feed offering opportunities for people to follow their work. Everyone that subscribes to their feed will get an automated automated email each time the person posts an entry on their profile. So far, we've successfully built profiles for 171 people. Now, we understand that the concept of building a profile may be unclear due to internet restrictions for justice-impacted people. That's the reason that we created this preliminary PDF explainer. The complete workbook will be available, I anticipate, by late August. And in this ongoing project, we aim to shed light on the extraordinary efforts of people preparing for successful reentry. We encourage participants to send updates and build their profile regularly. Each profile includes an image, if provided, identifying information, biography entries, journal entries, book reports, and release plans. We also offer a feed for subscribers to stay updated with their posts. Active contributors we will feature prominently on our homepage, inspiring others to follow suit. We hope to leverage these profiles to advocate for reforms such as work release programs, expanded use of furloughs, and the reinstatement of the U.S. Parole Commission. This strategy was born out of my own 26-year experience in prison and has proven successful in creating supportive networks that lead to opportunities post-release. For this reason, we invite others to create their profiles, recording their progress and joining us in this transformative journey towards success and advocacy. Building a profile will not only provide a person with a platform to share the journey, but will also serve as a testament to a commitment of excellence. It will allow people to memorialize how they are using their time inside to prepare for a successful life outside, turning adversaries into advocates along the way. This strategy proved to be a powerful tool for me, and I'm convinced it can be equally beneficial for others. As we accumulate more profiles, we continue to build a compelling narrative, countering opposition to our advocacy work and further demonstrating the transformative power of preparing for success and resilience. Many people question our efforts to increase the use of incentives like work release programs and furloughs and the reinstatement of the U.S. Parole Commission. However, these tools play a crucial role in the successful reintegration of justice-impacted people. By showcasing more profiles of people who are actively preparing for life post-release, we provide tangible evidence of the potential value of these people. In essence, we need you. We need your stories, your progress, and your commitment to change. Together, we can build influential coalitions and help shape a more equitable and compassionate justice system. So we invite you to join us to help us be the change we want to see in the world. Let's build this platform into a beacon of hope and success, demonstrating the value and potential of justice-impacted people, one profile at a time. At Prison Professors Charitable Corporation, we're excited about this initiative and look forward to profiling more extraordinary journeys. To build a profile, email our team at interns@prisonprofessorstalent.com. So as I was reading that, I saw that I'm going to have to do some more editing because there's some typos in there, but I will take care of that. And that's one of the things that I want you to see. I never ask anybody to do anything I didn't do while I was in prison. It's now 6 o'clock in the morning on July the 25th, Tuesday. And, I've already done quite a bit of work today because I'm obsessed and focused with this ministry of trying to be the change that I want to see in the world. We want to help more justice-impacted people realize how they can sow seeds to advocate for themselves, because effectively that's what they're going to have to do. I know that at the start of the journey, a lot of times you have to outsource decisions to defense attorneys who hopefully are going to work to your benefit and valiantly fight for you to get the best possible outcome. But at the end of the day, that charging instrument said United States of America versus your last name. And a federal judge is going to say, I hereby sentence you to the custody of the Attorney General. At that point, self-advocacy becomes super important. And we create tools, tactics, and resources and strategies you can use to help yourself. I use those strategies to push my way through or climb my way out of a 45-year prison sentence. I did 9,500 days in prison, and I would never ask anybody to do anything I didn't do. This is a strategy that allowed me to go through prison successfully and come back to society with opportunities, with my dignity intact, and I have a duty and a responsibility to share that with others. I know that you can do it as well. My name is Michael Santos. I believe in you.